the way I was living. I didn't deserve no chances. I didn't deserve nothing from nobody. And so I finally realized that. And so when God came into my life, at first I didn't think I was worthy enough, you know, to even pray or to even be in his light. But the more I got to know him, the more I knew that I was a perfect example of who God saves.
Those are the words of a man now living in Tulsa who was recently released from prison. His life sentence was reduced after several recommendations to give him another chance.
We told you at 5, Gabriel Ochoa served more than 30 years in prison and was just released 11 days ago. Fox 23's Devin Lyon joins us live in studio with how Ochoa turned his life around while behind bars to now become a free man.
It's now been more than 10 years since he cut off his ties to gangs, violence, and drugs inside Oklahoma prisons. Now, he wants others to know you can be free from that violent culture. And even if you never make it out of jail, you can start over and choose to love instead of hate.
But I heard that voice in the back of my head tell me, hey, this is what you wanted. This is what you asked for. This is it. This is your out. I'm giving it to you. And it was like in that moment, it was clear to me that I knew what I had to do.
After more than 20 years with gang ties, both outside and inside prisons, Gabriel Ochoa renounced his gang in 2013 and began to live sober. He told me that he knew there would be consequences that could cost him his life.
And so I walked in there, and when I did, I wasn't even in the pod 20 minutes before I ended up getting jumped and stabbed. And you know, thank God that he walked me through it. And I was stabbed 28 times and had to go to the hospital for a week. And thank God I went through it.
But he survived.
Because after I got stabbed in my face, I got stabbed in my neck and my face. After I got stabbed in my face, the other guy went and kneed me in the same spot. And it just, my whole face, right? So the first time I'm looking at myself in the mirror, I'm seeing myself and I see my whole face just swollen, you know, cut and just, and that's when it just hit me like, man, I could have died, and just tears just came down.
Gabriel tells me it was a fight, but he was a new person, even if he was never released. Shortly after, in 2016, he received dozens of letters of recommendation from inside and outside of the Department of Corrections, even from prison staff recommending his release. A Payne County judge then stacked his sentences and gave him credit for time served, and he was set free.
I had to wait till 9 o'clock at night before they came pick me up. And even when they picked me up, I didn't even think to take pictures before we got it. Cause in my mind, I think, yeah, I'm gonna take a picture right here in the front. I'm gonna be jumping up like Rocky when he's running up the stairs. I'm thinking all this stuff, but when they came, I grabbed my bag like, let's go. Forget those pictures. I was ready to get out of there.
Now, he feels God gave him a purpose to use his story to bring hope to others who feel like they have none.
I like to tell them that we don't have to live like this, that we choose that hate. We choose that violence. We choose to live that way. But we don't have to anymore. If you just give your life and give it all your sorrows and all your pain, all your hopelessness, give it all to God. And he will give you the strength. No matter what you done did, how much drugs you done did, it doesn't matter. All that, he washed all that away. But you gotta have the strength to call upon his name and call him into your heart. And that's all I can say.
Now, I did speak to Gabriel for more than 2 hours, and if you want to hear more about his story of redemption and faith and the help that he says is out there, we've got even more of that interview on fox23.com and on the Fox 23 News app. Live in studio, covering news that matters, Devin Lyon, Fox 23 News.